Hey guys, welcome back to my 6th plan with me. We're already on 2 hands, so that's exciting. In the interest of full disclosure, my nails are in terrible shape. So if you have if you have a strong aversion to watching Raggedy Hands plan, then I would click away right now. But if you don't mind, you are welcome to stick around and watch. So I'm going to be using the Standard Essential Kit. I honestly don't know what it's called. I hauled it though, so if you want to check it out, it's there. You got these glitter headers, icons, text, movie marquee, and new releases. You've got your headers and pattern washi. There's a ton of headers, so that's going to work really well. Pretty labels, plain washi, little things, bottom washi, day covers, and a quote box. These gorgeous full boxes. Weekly embrace, flags, icons, a little checklist, canceled, rescheduled, teardrops, which you know I love. And the little flags for up top. Ombre hair checklists. And then these really pretty appointment labels. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Oh, I literally cannot move today, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But these pretty appointment labels, half boxes, habit trackers, lined, maybe half boxes. Yeah. Bill dues, skinny appointment labels, and so it's a really full kit. So I'm going to be trying not to pull in a whole bunch of stuff, but I am going to go ahead, and I'm going to be using these date headers from Rose Colored Daze. I'm going to be using this pink, and it's in the natural colorway. And I apologize for the noise. That is my dog chewing on a bone. Hold on. So originally, because it's like April Fool's Day, I wanted to do this really fun April Fools where like I started filming and then you would see hands, but they were my hands. They were my dog's paws, because how precious would that have been? But I made the mistake of giving her a bone like an hour ago, and she is still all about it. She has zero interest in being, can you see? Yeah. Being in my video and lending me her paws. Yee! And it makes me really sad because I thought that would be so freaking precious. Like, what a hilarious April Fool's that would have been. But alas, her non-compliance is why we're in this spot. So I'm going to be using this up here, even though spring has already sprung. And I think I'm going to go back to that funky way of planning I started last week. So that means I won't be using a whole bunch of glitter headers, which is okay. Yeah, it's fine. So I'll put the little flags up top next. Anyway, yeah, she's not playing nice. But what I wanted to talk about was that yesterday I went to this exercise class called Orange Theory. And I don't know if y'all have like heard of it. If you have it in your area, it's like pretty popular. So it wouldn't surprise me if you did have it in your area. And it's just, I guess, like this kind of exercise class that they have. And I hate exercising. The only way I ever exercise, if it's in a class setting for a reason I don't understand. That's just how I am. And so I went to the Orange Theory for my first time, because they're doing like a promotion right now where your first class is free. And I went, and the way it works is like, I'm leaning. The way it works is they like hook you up to a heart rate monitor, and they put your stats on the screen, and like you're in different colored zones depending on how fast your heart rate is going. So like apparently you want to spend like 12 minutes in the orange zone, and then you get these things called splat points, and then you can be in the red zone, which means your heart's going really fast. And then there's the green zone and the blue zone and the gray zone. And I am super like tragically out of shape, and so I spend most of my time in the red zone. And okay, hold on, this isn't gonna work. Hold on. Make sure you can still see. Beep. Yeah. Okay. So most of my time the red zone, and like you can see everyone else's stats in the class up on the TV, and it made me super competitive because I wanted to be, having impressive stats on the TV. And again, I do not regularly work out. Like, this is so important to note that my body was not prepared. And I think all I'd eaten that day was like Eggo waffles. Hold on. Let me get my tweezers. Anyway, all I'd eaten that day was like Eggo waffles and chips and salsa. So, like, obviously, I had no idea what was coming. Oh my God. So I walked out of that class, right? And it was my free class. So they're trying to sell me on stuff afterwards. And my legs are shaking. And like my blood sugar is crashing. And this homie's trying to like, she's like, what class do you want to sign up for? And I was like, look, I don't really feel well. And she's like, well, why don't you sign up for this class? And I was like, okay, fine. And she's like, well, then you also have to buy this heart rate monitor. And I was like, fine, I don't care. Just buy whatever. I really don't feel well. And so she started getting alarmed and she's like, do you want some Gatorade? And I was like, yes, whatever. I feel like I'm gonna pass out, so yes, I will take some Gatorade. So I drank it, and she told me it was blue, but it was grape, and I hate grape. And then she kept like trying to talk to me, and I was like, do we have to do this right now? And she's like, yes. And so I tried. I swear to y'all, I tried so hard to listen to the words she was saying to me. But what ended up happening was I felt like I was going to throw up. And so I bounced out of there. Like, I literally looked at her and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Just charge me whatever. I'll be back. Bye. And she looked so concerned. She was like, are you sure? Do you want a copy of your seat? And I was like, literally, I could not in that moment have cared less how much she was charging me. I was like, just let me go. And I walked out and I went into the parking lot. I made it all the way to my car and I started to dry heave. Y'all, this is my foray into exercise. And I know it's really gross. Dang, no, look at that. I got so caught up in my story. I did this little number. Hold on. Yeep. Yeep. Come up, come up, come up, come up. Okay. That wasn't too bad. But anyway, yes, it was so embarrassing. I called, and then like, I'm so glad I made it home when I did, because no less than like 5 minutes after I made it home, I was texting Jimmy and I was like, Jimmy, I can't see. I see spots everywhere. And he was like, you need to eat some sugar or something. And I was like, Jimmy. I came home and immediately collapsed onto my bed and did not move for 45 minutes. And then I made him bring me home Greek food. And then I was okay. But the story doesn't end there, because I think I might want to put one of these glitter headers down here. Nope, it's too weird. It's too out of the ordinary for me. I'm going to put this one. So it looks like a continuation of the bottom washi. It's too long, so I'm just going to cut. You know what? No, I'm not going to cut the excess because I feel like there's a strip that fits better. Yee, here it is. Anyway, it was super embarrassing, and I came home, and I thought the worst was over, right? I'm no longer dry heaving in an Orange Theory parking lot. But no, the worst was not over. The worst was yet to come, and the worst is today. I literally, guys, I cannot move my lower body. My abs, my legs, like muscles I wasn't even totally aware I had. Oh my God, my dog is breathing so loudly. I'm so sorry. She's like ham right now on her bone. But anyway, I cannot move. And I film sitting, I film sitting on the ground. And I went to sit on the ground. And it hurt so bad. And Jimmy's not home right now. He's at a coffee shop. And to be honest, I have no idea how I'm going to get off the ground. Like, there is a very real possibility that I'm stuck in this position until he gets home, because I cannot move my lower half. I'm not proud of it. But, like I said last week, this is how my road to fitness begins, with a bunch of pain. But that's like everybody's road to fitness, right? Probably not. Probably everyone's at least a little bit more fit than I am. My arms hurt. I was at Target today, and I was just like walking around browsing, and I could not. I was walking so funny, and people were staring at me, and I was like, "Don't look at me! Mind your business!" I didn't say that because I didn't want to get kicked out of the Target, but you know, I was thinking it real loudly. The one bright side that came out of this Orange Theory experiment, besides my road to fitness, is that I was like craving Greek food, something fierce, whenever I came home. And I like texted Jimmy all these really sad messages, and I was like, "Come home, I need Greek food." And he brought me Greek food, and y'all, there's this place by our house, and we had not ever been there for some reason. I don't even know why. And their falafel and their hummus and basically everything is so good. Oh my goodness. I am on, like, I want to eat Greek food every single day now. Let's see where we're at. Oh, hold on. Oh, I have to hoist myself up to look at the screen. And that's why I make these noises. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. If my dog is breathing loudly, I'm gonna go see what's up with that in a second because she's being real noisy. Anyways, I got some really good advice that was like, when you are, hold on, let me zoom you in and we'll start. Am I doing the day by day? Not yet. Anyway, I got some really good advice from my friend Jordan, and she was like, when you're filming, plan out ahead of time where you put your full boxes, like, so you can use it to break up checklists and things like that. And I was like, girl, you are so right. I need to do that. But then I didn't do it, Jordan. Don't be disappointed in me. I just like, y'all, I wanted to, I wasn't planning on filming today. I was actually just planning on doing laundry and like cleaning my home. And I literally cannot pull things out of the dryer right now. I am in such tragic shape. I can't pull things out of the dryer. As I speak to you right now, I'm literally shaking. Ugh. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be better at fitness so that it's not like I am dying every time I go out there. Anyway, because I'm having to pay for this new expense, I did not get my nails done this week, which is why I sincerely apologize for the trauma of seeing this nastiness. Like, for being regular nail polish, it stuck pretty well, but I still feel bad that I am exposing you all to this. All right. Almost got my glitter headers down. Yay. Oh, it looks so cute. Okay. So now we're going to go day by day. But first, I'm going to go check on my dog because she's like breathing really heavily over my shoulder. And I'll be right back. Sorry. I just had to get up and sit back down. Oh, my Lord. I felt that in my thighs. So the full boxes. I guess I should do what Jordan said and start first with what my plans are. Monday. So the first order of business on Monday is to contact the Orange Theory people and let them know I'm still alive. I don't want them to be like feeling bad or thinking that maybe they killed me, because they didn't. And even if they did, it would not have been their fault. You know, I don't hold it against them. But anyway, is to contact the Orange Theory people. I'm debating, so I have two other things I have to do, and they both involve the post office. So I'm not sure if I want to use one of these and just put all three together. I don't think I do, to be honest with you. Or using one of these 3-line boxes. I could cut one of the things off here. I do like that. I'm going to cut one of the things off there. Now that me and my slice are on cool terms with each other, I'm going to use, what does the to-go header look like? The to-go header is a nifty purple. So I'm going to use light pink. Hold it like a pencil. you see it? Did you see that? Yes. Okay, let's see if it worked. Yes! Look at that. I cannot believe the amount of time I spent hating on my slice when I could have been using it and loving it. But I don't want to put two headers by each other, actually, now that I'm thinking. So first I will put in one of these nifty square boxes in the hot pink variety that I will call the Orange Theory people and tell them I'm okay. I still want to sign up for their classes. I didn't throw up in their parking lot. You know, all these important things that they need to know. They're probably like not going to let me come back. They're going to be like, better not let that lady come back. It's okay. Oh, dang, the phone is pink too. This is no good. Oh, you know what? I use one of these fitness guys. Yes, fitness guys. Can you see it? I want you to know, guys, this is the labor of love. Every time I lift my body to check the little screen, I need to really get a real camera. Now I'm going to put the full box, which I wanted to put the umbrella, but now that I'm looking at it, this boots. No, not boots. We'll go with flowers. I'm going to use one that had like teal. I want to leave a little space so I can mark Coffee Monday. And after that, you know what I always wondered about Coffee Monday? Like, is that a thing that existed before the planner community? Did anyone actually do Coffee Monday before we started planning? Or is that a thing that we all just like made up and just hopped on board with like Valentine's Day? I don't mind either way, but I never heard of it. And everyone just talks about it like, yeah, you know, Coffee Monday. And I was like, okay, yeah, Coffee Monday, sure. And now I'm going to pull out the to-go header to mark my trip to the post office. I feel like, there's so much purple there. Oh, that offends my sensibilities. Okay, I'm just not going to use the to-go header. I'm going to use the today header. Oh, and it matches the checklist. That's cute. And I have to mail some washi off because I got one of the Easter baskets that I'm under no spend. So I told my friend, I was like, girl, I'll just send it your way. If I get one, I'll send it. And I got one. And so, I didn't cut very well. It's fine. And since both of the things I'm mailing off involve washi, I brought out this very cute design sampler. And it came with, okay, here I go. Ow. This tiny little washi, which is so cute. I'm just going to put that here. Oh, yes. Look at it. Oh, I'm dying. It even matches in the colors. And I could use this like coffee cup for Coffee Monday, but it's brown and I'm not feeling it. There is one here though. Yes. Yes. Okay. And I think that's it for Monday. Let me see. Yes. So now we're on Tuesday. Tuesday, as always, I'll start from the bottom because it's trivia night. And actually, I'm tempted to put a half box at the bottom. Did I do that last week? No, I didn't. That would be exciting then. Let's do the... I'm going to do a predominantly white background. I will do these flowers. There we go. Yes, and I'll put a little glitter header on top of that. Do I want to color block these or not? All these decisions I did not anticipate having to make. That's not color blocked. But I will color block the glitter headers. Again, literally, I have no idea why. I can't explain why I decide these things. Cute. And so there's trivia. Also on this day, y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm so out of shape. For trivia, I'm going to use... Let me see. I am just a disaster today, as I am every day. This pretty appointment label, but I don't want to tear it, so hold on. I don't want to tear it. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put this way so that whatever I use is not right next to the washi. Okay, It's crooked. It went down crooked. Hold on. Y'all, we're still consistently placing. Is it crooked? No, I think it's okay. I don't know. If you disagree, I'm sorry. Dang, there's a girls' night, but it's all boys who go. That's disappointing. I have so many wine stickers, and I just didn't bring any out because sometimes I'm a dummy. It'd be cute to use this little paper clip, also from the sampler, so I'm gonna do that. Yes, look at it. Also on Tuesday, I put, again, that I need to do the car insurance because I haven't. This is a serious problem. I need to get new car insurance because I'm gonna run out of time. I guess I need to, I'm so tempted to just put it on a half box so I can finally, tell myself, I'm serious about this. You're gonna have to do it. And I feel like if we're talking about seriousness, there really is nothing like a half box. So I'm gonna use this fun pattern one, which is kind of devastating. I do not like using fun pattern things for boring adult things, but sometimes it is what it is. And I didn't bring out anything specific for car insurance, but I was counting on there being a car icon. Yeah, and here it is. And I will put it right in the center. No. Hold on. I have tweezers for this. And someone in the comments last week was like, girl, if you want to mess up less, hold the sticker by the tweezers at the top. And it was the best, most genius thing I've ever heard. And I did that. And I felt so accomplished, even though I didn't even think of it. So thank you. I forgot your name. I'm so sorry, but you are number one. And I'm going to figure out your name. I'm going to shout you out next time. Now I'm going to put, let me see. This fun is a lot of flowers, but spring is a lot of flowers. So wait. One of these isn't going to get used. Okay, I figured it out. Anyway, so I am in a book club, sort of. Really, it's just me and my friend, and we're reading a book. And the book we're reading is called It, which you may have known because it's based off that horrifying, or it's not based off of, there is a movie that is based off of it that is horrifying. Okay, a bill due this day. Do I want to use this? Y'all know I don't like my bills to be big. So no, I won't do it. I'll just put this little purple thing down. Dang, I should have whited out those lines. Hold on. Anyway, funny story about it. I'm sorry that my planner is rotating all the way around. I never realized until I started filming that I plan in a super weird way. Spinning you back around. I'm going to plan the normal way, I promise. This is for credit cards, so I don't forget. Anyway, when I was I don't know, maybe 7 or younger, I was flipping through the channels at home. And for credit cards, I'm going to use this super sad homie holding a credit card. I'm trying to pay off my debt. It's so hard. There he is. And I think that's it for Wednesday. So flipping over to Thursday. Oh, hey, bottom washi sheet. What a surprise. Thursday. Okay. So anyway, real quick, while I catch up, put the weekend banner down, and stick some full boxes down, I'll tell you the story. I was flipping through the channels, living my best life. I'm going to put this up here for once. And I saw a show that had a clown. And I was a kid, and I was not yet afraid of clowns. So I was like, yes, a kid-friendly show, kid-friendly programming. Hell yeah. And I was so excited. Let me see here. Let me see how it all looks together. So I tuned in, and I was like, I'd been, to the circus. I had, positive experiences with clowns. So I was so excited, and I was watching. And then that clown started to kill people, and I was like, wait, what? And it was like a train wreck type thing where I could not look away. And I was freaking out, and I watched most of it before someone came home and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What are you doing? What is this on television? Why did no one stop me from watching this?" And after that, I was terrified of clowns. And also, coincidentally, that's also the same way I saw the Chucky movie. And I still don't play those claw vending machines anymore. But anyway, so I was so scared of clowns and Stephen King and everything. And so when it got re-released last year, I was like, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to get over my fear. This is it. And I watched it, and it was scary, but it wasn't too bad. And also, during my recovery process, I started reading Stephen King, and I started with some of his less scary things. I started with 11/22/63, which isn't scary. It's actually really good. It's my favorite book. If you guys ever need a book to read, please read it, and then talk to me about it so that I can squeal over it with you. Anyway, I freaking love that book so much. I started with that, and then I read On Writing, which changed my life. And then I read The Stand. So I was like, you know what? He's like not all super scary. This went down crooked too. And so now I'm reading It, which I feel like is coming full circle, but it is a hefty book, y'all. It is. I think it's about as long as all the books I read by him are really long. So I mean, it's at least like 1,500 pages, but it's good. I will say that. And I'll put some TV down. There's TV on Thursday. You know, I haven't even double checked if there's TV on Thursday. Sometimes I feel like there's not enough time for me to talk. But a purple little thing. I'm gonna start filming. It's just gonna be me talking. I'll be like, hey guys, what's up? Tuning in with nothing interesting. Oh, and then Friday, there's nothing on Thursday, so I'm just gonna skip it. Friday, the most joyous of all days. I'm gonna stick a glitter header down right here. I did the same one, but this one is gonna get I guess the same one. No, I don't know. It's my dad's birthday. That's what I'm trying to say. And I guess I'll put it in this teal half box. I'm so excited. Don't think I'm going to be celebrating on this day. But it's his birthday anyway. I brought out these Fox and Cactus girls. And they actually match really, really well. They're like springy. And I'm going to use this one. The one that's like, oh my god, it's your birthday. Because that's how I feel. And then I brought out these Clever Gal Crafts in the Sophie colorway. And I'm going to use this like yellow tan one. For my papa's birthday. Yes. And it's also Friday, TGIF. Is there a TGIF sticker here? I'm sorry, I like throw things around as soon as I'm done using them, which I understand now is why things go missing. There's also balloons, but I'll hold off on those. Okay. Actually, I really want to go to the movies on Thursday. Should I put it down? Should I gamble? Yes. I will. And if I don't go to the movies, I'll watch a movie at home. That movie marquee was just too cute to pass up. Can you see? Even the marquee? Yeah. Okay, so then Saturday. Okay, I thought there was a birthday party on Saturday, but I've recently been informed that it's actually on Sunday because my brother has debate on Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to pull out another half box. This time I'm going to use this fun pattern one. This Funky Fresh. I'm feeling it. It's not really the first thing that's happening that day. I'm just going to put it up top. Anyway. Well, I'll put it right here. So there's a little bit of space in case we do like grab breakfast or something. Like literally just a sliver of space. Is that crooked? I think it's okay. Sorry if you saw my head. And then I pull in these purple balloons for his birthday party. And okay. I could put a family time, but I don't want to take away from the fact that it's his birthday. And oh, hold on. There was something else that happened. Let me peek at my monthly. Monday, actually. So it turns out I'd already forgotten something. It's my dog Weenie's flea and heartworm day. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom with a purple heart. Oh, sorry, her flea and heartworm is not combined. It's just flea, so I will use the asterisk. Also, another thing I hadn't realized till I joined the planner community was that I say asterisk. Asterisk. Wrong. I say asterisk. I don't know why. I also say there's a cough wrong. It's like cough, C-O-F-F, and I say cough, C-O-T-H. Jimmy, like, either way, one day at a gas station, Jimmy pointed out I said it wrong. It was wild. Now I know how to say it right. And then also on Friday, along with this beautiful, joyous, wonderful birthday, is the last day for me to renew my season tickets for the theater, which I didn't do last week. I don't know why I'm this way. I'm going to put in an icon and a teardrop. I want some white space. Oh my god, there's even balloon icons. I love it. I'll do this light pink teardrop. I have Rihanna's work stuck in my head. It's like a rule of the universe, I think, that if I'm going to film, I must have a song stuck in my head that I want to sing. Anyway. Where? Yeah. And for that, let me see. Ooh, well, I want to use the alarm clock, but it is mint, and I just use mint. So, not bad. Where's my icons at? Oh, those dollar bills kind of look like tickets, but also they're the same color. So really, I'm limited to this color and this color. And none of those fit. I guess a heart. I guess a heart kind of fits. Yes. There we go. Almost gripping it from the side. No, God, there's a heart right there, right above it. Yeah, this is so tricky. Okay. I'll probably have to bring in something extra, like from the outside for my collection, because this is too much. It's not a phone. It's not a trash can. No, yeah, I'm just gonna have to bring in something. How devastating. And then let me see if there's anything I missed. I don't think so. What's the problem with like the way I plan? I guess I don't really have plans. Hold on. Let me pull you out. Whoop! Almost fell down. Anyway, I think that's the problem with the way I plan. Is like, it's not a whole lot of planning ahead of time. It's a lot of back planning. Like, take a peek at the week that I just finished, well, that I'm finishing, that isn't even done yet. And look, it is so much more full than it was last time, right? Look at all these things that I've done. And this was yesterday, just kidding. Oh! I smeared it. Dang. Okay. That's devastating. But like, it was so much more full and exciting than... Oh, don't like spoiler alert. This week is right now. That's kind of sad. But it is what it is. Now I'm going to fill everything out with my Lemon Twist pen gem with the Pilot High Tech C.4. Did I say that right? Refill. Which I think is beautiful and springy, and I love it. And this kit, like, y'all, let me show you. I always forget to do this part, but let me show you how much I have left. It's really just because I don't want to say bye. Ooh. Look at all these headers, washi, flags, this random header, ombre, little lists, icons, teardrops, day covers, half boxes, quarter boxes, these line things, bill dues, appointment labels, an extra full box, which works out perfectly because I can stick the MIT in, glitter headers, all these icons, text scripts, and now I feel like I gotta go to Michael's. New releases planned next week, which I can actually put down right now. Plan next week. ombre hair checklists, and little things, all the pretty labels, and the solid washi. So I'm so excited to fill this week out as it goes along. I'm gonna try to be better about posting on Instagram, because like honestly, I just don't like hauling all these lights out, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I love interacting and talking to y'all. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. And y'all have a great week.